Give it up for him.
Certainties that certain come to be. And no matter his disguise, I know the devil is a lie when he's demanding and double daring me to die. On the double. Declaring the dead of death is definitely due. It's on the bubble. I guess that means I'm in trouble. Waters. But if hope floats, I hope boats of families and friends as a means to an end begin to file in. Holding Bibles. Silence the pine of revival as they try to cope with me about to be someone's test subject. Before I meet the cousin asleep and death's coming. See, I'm wondering, is this meant for me to be mentally prepared for this symphony of stairs? Fully aware the bedridden period before death. BP beating is upon me and my mind's wandering as I breathe calmly with death's grip upon me. These memories etched in my heart like wet concrete and it dawns on me before I take my final breath. Final steps off to whatever revelation. Before all my minuses and pluses make its final equation. If the doctor makes the statement that I need to be heavily sedated, that it's better to be intubated, who's gonna make the decision to keep me living? Who gets to decide and justify the only movement I'm able to make is with my eyes? Who gets to decide to pull the plug as long as they're doing it with love? Who will be next to my bedside watching when my body stops to respond to treatments and my heart rate starts decreasing? Limbs going numb as I start to succumb to what this has come to. My increasingly disintegrating health that's causing my lungs to swell. And I'm unable to yell for the nurse because this tube in my throat hurts from being intubated. I wonder who would be there jaded, praying, waiting patient with high anxiety. Laying by my bedside in the company beside me, weeping as they're reaching for that string that rings to the nursing station. They start pulling and tugging, while others are waiting, equally jaded, patient and hugging. Trying to control them and console them and hold in signs of grief. Wondering, will I dodge the bullet? As the siren from that machine starts to screech. Then someone comes inside and presses on the machine a couple times to comfort their minds. But I'm that close to flatline. But I survive and I'm able to dodge that bullet for now. But I wonder, who's gonna be around? Who's gonna wanna sign up for that task is what I ask. Who's gonna be praying as the pastor starts saying, we're all just passing through. We all have an outstanding debt to death, and it has to be paid. So it's best you call anyone who matters to death. Respects. Because this is what predicates being laid to rest. You better not wait. You better not wait. It's best not to. See, the reaper's a frequent sleeper in this hospital, and it's possible very soon. Our next obstacle for what it's worth will be to converse about folks forming lines in queue, sitting in the pew of the church. See, this is what hurts. Before they start cutting me open with a bone saw, gutter remains. I know my life has known flaws that were public domain, but I hope you tell them dying alone wasn't my decision. Before they start talking about my religion, and before the vision of them making that wide incision on my chest. Before you pay those respects when I'm slain in death and I'm laid to rest, hands crossed in death, right hand across the left. Before you send your regards with flowers and cards, I hope you tell them down alone wasn't my decision. Before I'm riding in a tinted hearse, my soul next on the guest list. Only hope I have time to attend to this poetic business first that I was blessed with. And if everyone gets a last request, then my death wish before I'm breathless when death hits is this. When they do my loving memory, and you remember it. Loving memories, whether friend or enemy. I hope folks say they love what was in me before my curtains close and I expose woes to those close to me. The headline, before my eternal bedtime reads 5 words. 5 words I want on my tombstone. 5 things I want to bestow it. He was a passionate poet, and he did not die alone. Yeah. You said this is the comfort zone, right? True story. Can I talk my truth?
Only you can tell it.
Okay, let me go off script for a second before I get into my second. My roommate sends me a text message. He said, Lamont, are you all right? I hear you down there screaming. And I got too much pride to tell him the real reason. That was my choosing. But the fact of the matter is, I was downstairs in the basement fighting a demon. And that was a struggle that I was losing. So I called one of my best friends, Kim. I said, Kim, I'm sorry for waking you up at 3 a.m., but I can't sleep. And the roommate says that he hears me down there screaming. She says, well, you know what, Lamont? The good thing about it is, you were only dreaming. But she could tell. She knew what was going on, and so did I. I have a confession to make. I struggle with the demon of depression. And I have no idea which one, because to the date, I'm still scared to hit the internet to look it up to see which one it is. That was 30 days ago to the date, March 22nd, 2016. It scares me how I'm still waking up with screams. It scares me that when I close my eyes that I still can't dream. It scares me because I literally have a fear of dying alone, and it makes me not be able to sleep. And they tell me I need therapy. So there you have it, Freedom Fellowship. I just came clean. Now, Anastasia Peace asked me to speak peace for my second piece, said that I should use my gift to uplift. All right, I can do that. I can take you on a ride. Freedom Fellowship, let me ask you a question. Whatever dream you're trying to fulfill, how many times do you, on that road of life, start going on that drive in a rush just to only get to number 5? And you get to number 5 and you start stressing more. Why? Because you forgot all the pertinent lessons and transgressions that are only learned by going through step 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I love that. When I heard that, it literally made me levitate. That was by one of my spiritual mentors, T.D. Jakes. So I want to give you some of my own spiritual food. So this is food for thought. Grab a plate. Because on this road of life is straight 25/8, no brakes. And do your best to drive safe. Because on this road of life, as you're trying to claim something, you could best believe you're going to be doing plenty of lane jumping. And out of nowhere, when life throws you into a swerve, just be prepared to handle the curve. And you could be like Tupac Shakur or Christopher George Latour and more, Nasir Jones, Jay-Z, Kanye, as long as you continue to watch the throne and watch the road you're traveling on. See, there's a reason your windshield is bigger than your rear view. Looking ahead will always give you a clear view.
Come on. Yeah.
Say that.
Say something.
Say that.
Come on, man.
See, there's a reason your windshield is bigger than your rear view. Looking ahead will always give you a clear view. And when haters cut you off in your lane with road rage, see, the hate is nothing more than road spray. See, there's a reason your windshield is bigger than your rear view. Looking ahead will always give you a clear view. So keep a mental glove box to your car clutter-free and clean. Thoughts never sloppy or loosely. Whether you're in a jalopy or a hoopty, when haters cut you off in their lane, see, the hate is nothing more than road spray. Make sure it doesn't road rash. Get back in that seat in front of that dash and dash. Just whatever you do, don't crash. And when what you started is starting to take flight, and your late nights turn into even later nights and longer days, keep showing haters your brake lights and license plates. Because I guarantee you, keep showing haters your brake lights and license plates. Because oftentimes you'll find on that drive, you get behind that wheel, it might just be hell on wheels. It might be hard to get over. You might have to pull off on the shoulder. But even then, it might be hard to get over because some idiot might not let you over. But the last thing you want to do is exit. The last thing you want to do is exit, wishing you would have driven more to the destination you expected. And yes, I suffer from depression. I remember looking up at the sky with my crying eyes seeking wisdom, asking God why my success has a hidden vision. But I keep looking up at the sky. I keep looking up at the sky because Stevie convinced me there's a ribbon in it. So on your road to relevance, I guarantee you there are going to be those who love meddling, but you shouldn't. Stay going out here full throttle. Don't be out here pedal pushing, because I'm going to tell you this and more. This is one collision, Freedom Fellowship. This is one collision you want to stay driven for. Before I go, let me leave you on this note. Whatever dream you're pursuing, whatever you're doing, however your time is spent, just make sure you give 150%. Make sure that when it's grind time, you grind from January to December. I just want you to believe in yourself and be motivated so you can be remembered. Just be careful of the bridges you burn, just in case you're faced with having to make a U-turn. Godspeed.